It'll be the Celtics off the tip. Here is Harden for the three. A nice shot by Okeke.
Well, if you're that wide open, I can promise you James Harden will find you.
Crosses over. And yes, it's good.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
The pass to Tatum. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Well, Jason Tatum, a three-level scorer, gets to the mid-range jumper. It's good.
Justice guarded by Harden. Justice the pass to White. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it's Harden with the ball for Boston. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
To the wing on the left, outside White. Buries it down low. White's got his second basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And one thing that stands out about this Celtics unit, their defensive abilities. They've got a lot of skill on that end of the floor.
And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, what a great decision by Jason Tatum. That passing ability is important to complement his scoring ability.
Here's Papadopoulos. Buries it from three-point range.
And early on, they looked great. They made all four of their shots to start this game.
You're right. Defense, it's been terrific for them. This Boston team, GA, certainly has a talent for holding back their opponent's shots and really defending well.
And, Kevin, they put a lot of energy into pressuring shooters, making sure guys can't find easy looks. They don't want to give away anything for free.
And it's the Bronx with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Justice. Takes it inside.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Lions foul. Justice. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Tatum. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the night here. It's White on the wing. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Justice guarded by Harden. 6 to shoot. Here's Justice, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
Celtics trail by 3. Poked loose. Uses both hands to slam it down. It's stolen by Hurley. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Oh, Tatum in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Wow, how about the long arms and the timing of Jason Tatum on the alley-oop? Nice.
Out to the right wing. Outside, White. Pass to Papadopoulos. Shot clock at 6. And White slams it in.
And offensively right now, each team getting what it wants.
Yeah, this is all.
At the basket just moments ago. And here's Tatum for 3. Bronx grabs the miss. It's a chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
And an NBA Finals rematch tonight, and they're the defending champs. Certainly feeling confident.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lions.
Right away, they showed us they weren't going to shy away from the mid-range game, and it's proving to be an effective tool for them.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
To the paint, Williams with the steal. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Well, you have to admire how Smart is running this offense right now. He has a knack for spotting open teammates.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Justice the pass to Papadopoulos. White. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
At the elbow, Williams. Tatum kicks to Harden. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Now White. It'll count. And he drains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of it.
The previous play is under review.
The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And now that we've gotten a chance to see it in slow-mo, I think the ruling has to be that he did not beat the buzzer with that shot.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
That's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And for the Celtics, we've got Tatum. Harden out there with Marcus Smart. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's early in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Cans it from downtown.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Malcolm Brogdon said in pre-draft interviews, teams would ask him, you went to college for 4 years and got your master's in your 5th year. Are you sure you want to be an NBA player? It seems as if you're black, you can't be both educated and a sportsman. But it's not disheartening. It's a chance for me to break the mold. Kevin?
Thanks, D.A. Tatum passes to Williams. Tatum trying to break free. The shot is good. The Lions' lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Williams. Here's White. Oh!
My goodness.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby.
Smart drain these perimeter jump shots. You know he's put in the time to let that offense become a natural part of his game.
Here's Justice. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home. And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Bronx shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Letting a guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw, that is inexcusable.
Celtics trail by 11. Pass to Tatum. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Jason Tatum committed to adding strength and adding weight, and now the ability to finish through contact so evident.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Sinks that one from the post. 18 points for Smooth.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Tatum finds Williams. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
With the step back. Here's White. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Bronx, they've been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's the great. We saw him with 39 points last game out. Here's Justice. He gets the shot to fall, and the defender wasn't set. He's called for the block and a three-point play chance here. The Bronx, they've only 1 missed free throw. They've had 5 attempts and made 4 of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
At the elbow, Williams. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's the great. Oh!
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Celtics. It's an 18-point game. So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible. And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Tatum, a shot missing. So the Lions will take it the other way.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Takes the 13-footer. Tatum with another miss.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Master White.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Bronx shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And that one falls for White.
Boy, showing a lot more aggressiveness now after making 0 trips to the line in the first quarter.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
From 8, Tatum gets the bucket. Tatum's got 11 points.
We know this is an offensive-minded player. Jason Tatum loves running pick-and-roll action.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. The Celtics have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Smart passes to Tatum from deep three-point range, and it's White with the rebound. The Bronx leading by 22. Throws it up high.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think out of this...
Smart. 41 seconds left in the first half. Justice the pass to White. Here's the great. Back to White. To the middle. Taken away by Williams. Williams scanning the floor. Brogdon outside.
Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Justice the pass to White. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Himself and really made the most of it.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. White against Brogdon. To the paint. Sinks it. And the shot from Early. Early's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Malcolm Brogdon's communication with guys on the floor is just terrific. What a nice pick-and-roll opportunity created by him.
Here's White. And White slams it in.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Bronx leading by 19 points. Justice guarded by Harden. Fires from deep. And the Bronx, another three.
Doing all he can, but right now somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And that one is hammered home.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
Harden can't hit.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Justice guarded by Harden.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Second personal foul.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bronx.
They're still slashing and attacking the rim, and the defense yet to make the adjustment and keep the ball in front.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
Smart's checked in for James Harden. Good, nice job down low. 11 points in the game.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Avdia gets the bucket.
3 points.
Well, I absolutely love that pass from Marcus Smart, almost like a sixth sense relative to where his teammate was.
Here's Justice. That's tipped. 1:31 left in the third. Avdia, the pass to Smart, drops in the layup for two. Smart's got 5.
Well, you know Marcus Smart understands how to use his body inside, and I just love how he goes right up with the shot.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. All right, a chance to check out stats for him. Boston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And that one falls for White.
We talk about high-effort players. Well, Derek White embodies that very description. Always working hard, always looking to outwork his opponent.
Justice. White covering. Here's Justice. Wow, hammering it in.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And then White, wide open, he fires. And the 3 ball is good. White's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end. Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
The Bronx, they've gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. And the basket by the Great.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference and points in the paint between the two teams.
Connects from three-point range. White's got 8.
That's a crafty play. Understanding when to pull up off the bounce to get that jumper to go. Derek White is on time.
Drills it from outside. 34 points for Smooth.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
65.
And so it's the Bronx, holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a... The Celtics shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. White looking around. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. White's got 10 points in just the second half. The Bronx leading by 23. And for Boston, Williams is out there with Cummings. Then it's White, and there's Davis, and it's Avdia in at the 3 spot.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Here's Davis, and it's sent back by White. Out to the wing. There's the 3. And the Bronx, another 3.
After an ice-cold start to this game, he is pouring it on here in the second half.
Outside for Davis. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Lions. Bucket is good.
How many times have we seen a possession take that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And a new group in for the Celtics. Okiki's checked in for Cummings. Tatum comes in for Avdia. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Davis. And it's James Harden in for Derek White. Outside Williams. Brogdon outside. Just 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Okiki. There's Williams. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Papadopoulos gets it to go from beyond the arc. The great's got 20.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now.
Doris, the NBA.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Bronx has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Justice guarded by Harden. White, good.
Force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Takes a step back. Tatum dishes to White. From the arc. Bronx grabs the miss. The great's got his 7th rebound here tonight. From deep. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the A team. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Yes, that goes in.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Kicks to Tatum. Back to Harden. Lets it go with a 3. Bronx grabs the miss. Outside, White. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. Into the lane, and White slams it in.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, our man is going for the jugular.
For Boston, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Steps back. Got a piece of it. Fast break, the Bronx. Outside, Tatum. The three-pointer is right on target. Tatum's got 24 points.
Well, Jason Tatum always working to expand his range. He might as well be in the next county.
Outside, White. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often court cut. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
Here's Okeke. It's blocked. Out to White. From outside the arc, it's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Lions.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Smooth.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Harden the pass to Williams. Here's Tatum. Here's the floater, and it's in there.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Here's the Bronx. They're on a 16-6 run. Passes to Justice. To the left wing. He dishes it to White. Clock at 6, and the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Yeah, the good news, though, is they've already got the win wrapped up. You might as well sit back and enjoy this one. And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Ask any player or coach in the NBA, how good is James Harden? You will get the same answer. This is one of the best scorers to ever do it, guys.
Back to Graham. It counts.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots.
Now the Lions with it. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots. Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Passes to Reddish, to the paint, and stolen by White. And they're running. And White slams it in.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's the great, defended by Jones.
Excellent.
Back to Harper. Goes up the baseline. That shot off the mark.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there for three. That one misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Outside, White. Over to the wing. And the basket by the great.
What he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the
There he goes!
You don't want to be jumping on a play like that.
No.
Wow, he was up there, Kevin.
He's going to put that one.
His first points of the game on the deep ball. You got Scotty Barnes, Lee out there with Harper. And then there's Precious Achiuwa. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Really left alone that time. The great.
And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Right. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Going inside, Justice from downtown, and the basket by the... And so here's Toronto. 15-point game. Jones for 3. He can't get that one. The Bronx has gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. Oubre, good.
Oubre does a great job there. Finds an avenue, slinks his way in there, and then jumps over the top.
Harper against White. And there's the drive. And White with the stuff.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Lucky they found a new home.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player traction on this.
Out to the right wing. This one for 3, and the Bronx another 3.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
And he jams it with authority.
My.
2 shots.
That's good from Barnes.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
19 seconds left here in the second. Here's White, and the jam by White. David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Kevin, how did you find success as a team scoring in the first half?
We're moving the ball again offensively. A lot of guys are touching it, trying to look at mismatches. We found a play in an action that was working for us and kind of just kept going to it.
If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now.
He guarded, looked uncomfortable.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. Crosses over, and he goes in for the dunk.
Kevin, is there...
Fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh,
Defense and then exploiting it.
Barnes passes to Achiuwa. The dunk by Achiuwa.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
Out left of the wing. Oh, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
White.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
The great grabs the miss. The great's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Justice, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to
allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens.
Oubre is checked in for Toronto. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Oubre got 8 points.
Good touch there. Oubre outside the three-point arc and knocks one down.
And there's the slam dunk to finish it off. That gives him a double-double.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from...
He's got 6 points in the quarter. The Bronx leading by 19. Here's the Great. He's got 11. Shoots it up. And the Bronx tacks on 2 more.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Jones looking for an opening. Harper the pass to Achua. And that one, good. 8 points for him.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Here's Justice. Down low, White. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lions.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at the...
That's a great dunk!
Freakish.
Man overboard.
Wow.
And that side in the second half, and they're taking advantage. A lot of their points coming from in the paint.
The Bronx leading by 19. Pass to Justice. Takes it.
Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. That's tipped. He swipes the ball away again.
He's making history, tied for third most steals in a single game.
Incredible tenacity. He continues to hound the ball. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The drive by Barnes. Count that one.
How about how he sets his man up there?
And here are the Raptors now. Here's White. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Powell is out there with Lee. Then there's Achua. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Toronto's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. And for a while there, Greg, it seemed like we were entering the super team era. But lately, homegrown talent, players you draft and develop or sign and develop, seems to be the way teams are going.
Yeah, and it's not easy to maintain.
And another steal for him.
Just a suffocating defensive performance.
And he's made history, GA. A new third-place mark for most steals in a game. Point bomb.
Norman Powell really knocking it down here and hurting this team from distance.
Here's Justice. Oh!
No way.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Lee with the stuff.
gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Another steal. Nice ball movement there by the Bronx. And White with the stuff. Greg, you read about Jimmy Butler starting his own coffee company, and he did that in the NBA bubble, and he drinks, he say, about 5 cups of coffee a day. Do a lot of NBA players drink coffee to keep them going and get that extra burst?
Absolutely. I remember drinking coffee.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And White with the block.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
They get a hand on it. Here's the break. Here's Papadopoulos. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. And the basket by Jones.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
White. Good on the bucket. White's got 30 covered. Kicks it out to Jones. That one doesn't drop. The Bronx goes the other way with it. White trying to get open. And the basket by the Great. The Great's got 4 this quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Back to Jones. And he's going up for the alley-oop. The dunk by Achua.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Justice the pass to White. And Jones over to help. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through. His first bucket of the night. Here's Justice.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. White against Powell. Here's Achua. The dunk by Achua.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and true show of strength for the Bronx.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more.
Oubre. Jones sets the pick for Oubre. To the paint. The dunk by Achua.
Oubre will draw some attention as a scorer, but that's going to open up some passing lanes, and he doesn't make a mistake that time.
Papadopoulos, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.